Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last lecture, we've learned about what is the complement of a set and a universal set. With that, we've completed all the points and the operation between two sets. So in this lecture, we are going to study about what are Venn diagrams, how do you draw it. Okay. So this is an important topic. So I would like to tell you that please get rid of all of your distractions and listen to this lecture with full concentration. Okay. So with that said, let's get started. Okay, so what do you mean by Venn diagram? Okay, Venn diagram is nothing but the pictorial representation of the set. Okay, so suppose if you want to represent a universal set, if you want to represent a universal set, you represent it like this in Venn diagram. You represent it in the form of a rectangle in Venn diagram. Okay, and if you want to represent any set such as A, set B, or like that any set, you represent it with a circle. Okay, so you will get to understand this more when I'll teach you example. So yeah, let's go to an example. Yeah, so this is the example. So before starting the example, I would like to apologize for the background noise. There is a construction going on. Okay, so yeah, this is the example. So set A is equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Set B is equals to 1 comma 4 comma 5 comma 7 comma 9, and this is the universal set. Okay, so how do you represent it? How do you represent this on Venn diagram? Okay, so we've got universal set. See, we've got a universal set. So according to universal set, you should represent this as a rectangle. So first we draw a rectangle. Okay, so yeah, this is universal set. Okay, and now this is set A and set B. Okay, so set A, set B. Why I'm drawing like this? Because see, there are two elements common in A and B, that is 1 and 4. Okay, so there's 1 and 4 common. So yeah, this is set A, this is set B. So now let's write the elements of set A. See, 1 4, 1 and 4 are common in both A and B, so this is the common part of A and B. So this is 1 and 4. The rest of the elements 2 and 3, 2 3. The rest of elements in set B is 5 7 9, 5 7 and 9. Okay, so with this we have done with set A, the elements of set A and set B. Now what about the rest of the elements present in universal set? We write in this rectangular box. Okay, we wrote the rest of the elements left out are 6 8 and 10. So we write 6 8 and 10. Okay, so we usually don't write this. I'm just writing this for the sake of explaining to you. Okay, so this is how you represent. I hope you understood. See, I'll explain it to you once again. Universal set. So we represent universal set with the rectangle. So we represented with the rectangle, and then set A, any set we represented with a circle. So we represent set A with a circle and set B also with a circle. So now the common part, see, 1 and 4 are the common elements in both A and B, so we write it in the common part. We usually don't write, but I wrote this for the sake of explaining it to you. Then this elements 2 3 5 7 9. So with this, see, if you want set A 1 2 3 4, we have 1 2 3 4. Set B 1 4 5 7 9. Universal set 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then 10. We successfully represented it correctly. Okay, so now I'm going to draw some diagrams. Okay, you should remember this before moving on to the next. You should remember this, that this is the common region. Okay, This is a common region. Okay. So yeah, moving on to the next topic. In the next topic, I'll teach you like how you'll draw all the Venn diagrams for A intersection B, A union B, A minus B, B minus C. Okay, so I'll teach you that right now. Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so I'll teach it to you one by one, like how to represent it. So first, in the first case, he's asking about how to represent A intersection B. So yeah, you first draw a universal set and then two sets A and B. So A intersection B means the common part of A and B. The common part of A and B is this is the common part of A and B. Okay, so this is how you represent A intersection B in Venn diagram. What about A union B? How do you represent A union B in Venn diagram? A union B, you represent you A union B means both A and B, including the common part. So this is A union B. You shade all the parts of A and B. So this is A union B. What about A minus B? A minus B means removing the common parts of both A and B from A, set A. So it means A minus B means exactly A. You should also not include the common part because you are subtracting the common part from set A. So you represent it like this. You'll be able to understand this Venn diagram if you follow this set theory lectures in a sequence. You should not skip the lectures. You see this Venn diagram, you'll understand when you learn the difference between two sets. This Venn diagram will understand when you study symmetric difference between two sets. I've covered all the topics. I'm covering it in a sequence. So if you study it in a sequence, then you'll be able to understand it. See, A minus B. A minus B means removing the common parts of A and B from A. You need to remove it, right? So by removing that, you'll you'll get only A, not even common part. Only A or exactly A. Only A or exactly A. Okay. So now B minus A. How do you represent B minus A? Removing the common parts of both A and B from the set B. So you will represent it like this. Okay. You don't include the common part and set A part and B minus A. It means that B minus A means only B or exactly B. Only B or exactly B. So now symmetric difference of A and B. What is the symmetric difference of A and B? Its definition is A minus B union B minus A. So you should take the union of this and this Venn diagram. By taking that, you'll get like this. You will represent a symmetric difference of A and B like this. You should not shade the common region. See, by taking the union of this and this, so you'll taking the union of this and this, you'll get shaded part of exactly A and shaded part of exactly B. You should not shade the common region. Okay, so moving on to the next one, complement of A. What complement of A means? Not A. I explained it in the last lecture. Complement of A means everything excluding A. So you shade even the universal set but not set A. You don't even shade the common region because the common region is also common for set A. I hope now you understand why this is an important topic. You need to practice this you need to draw this once again after finishing this lecture, then you will get a good grip on this topic. That is A complement. Everything is shaded except A. What about B complement? You should shade everything except for B. You will shade everything except for B. Why? Why will shade everything except B? Because that is the definition of complement. B complement means not B. And here, A intersection B complement. A intersection B complement means you need to shade everything excluding the common region of A and B. What about A union B complement? A union B complement means you should just leave the A union B means both. You should shade everything except for A union B. So A union B means A union B. You need to shade everything except for A union B, which means you need to shade the outer parts of A union B. Okay. Okay. So I hope you understood. You need to practice this once again. Like after this lecture finishes, you need to practice this. So then only you'll get a good grip of this topic. Okay. So now let's move on to the next topic. Like how do you represent a Venn diagram for disjoint sets? Okay. So yeah, let's move on to that topic. Okay, so in the case of disjoint sets, I know you know the meaning, right? Disjoint sets means A intersection B is equals to phi. So in the case of disjoint sets, so now how do you represent A union B? Okay, so you represent A union B like this. This is set A, this is set B. Okay, and you shade the parts of A and B. See, you need to write a note. We'll write it in the after I explain it this one also. The note is that we cannot represent phi, that is phi, the empty set, in a Venn diagram. Okay, we can't represent it. Okay, so yeah, what about A complement? We do it like this: set A, set B. This is A, this is B. So shade everything except for set A. Shade everything for except for set A. That is the definition of A complement, right? I explained it yesterday. So write a small note beside. Write that cannot represent we cannot represent phi in Venn diagram. We cannot represent phi in Venn diagram. Okay, so let's end this lecture here only. The next lecture we will cover about the case. We'll draw the Venn diagrams for the case where A is a subset of B, and we'll do some good example. Okay, so that's it for today's lecture. I hope you understood everything. If you understood, then please do like the video, share it with your friends, and please do subscribe to my channel. And if you have any doubts, then please feel free to ask it in the comment section. So I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.